Hello everybody, welcome to SLR for the 15th round of the T1 Championship here at Singapore. I'm going to OY, and it's been a while, but with me in the commentary box, it's Ash Dawson again.
Hello everyone, hello viewers, it's yeah, great to be back. Thanks very much, Owen. And also a big thank you to Nathan Lane for, leaving a space in the commentary box for allowing me to be back. Sadly, no surprises, I won't be here next week, but yeah, I'm a very busy man, so yes.
Yeah, well, qualifying, we've missed not really too much. There's only been 5 or 6 times on the board, and yeah, no surprise, it is 4M on top, and no surprise, it's Surface in second. So, yeah, nothing really changed. And, yeah, we're just waiting to see more laps coming in, but, yeah, probably won't get too interested until the end of the session.
Yes, and of course, here in Singapore, LR Surface trying to make his 5th win in a row. Of course, he didn't start the season until round 8 in France, and he's up to 2nd in the title race, but it looks really like that's where he'll stay. But
yeah,
great achievement nonetheless so far.
It bodes well for next season. It means that he's got a good starting point. If he can do a full season, he could challenge for him.
Oh, absolutely. Really, it would have been nice to have LR Surface at the start. I mean, we have lost a few drivers since the start, of course. I mean, I haven't really been able to watch much of the action since the start. I'm sorry to disappoint, but yeah, looking at the championship table online and the results, yeah, it's been a few surprises and a few not surprises.
Yes. Well, one of the new guys is LMC Will, and some of you who see my other commentaries will recognise him from ILR, and he is an extremely quick driver, so we'll be looking to see how well he does today. And yeah, we'll follow his progress. Currently only in P6, but sure he'll improve.
Yes, and I do believe he will improve on that. I mean, he's set his lap on the soft tyres, which 2 laps old right now as we speak, and he's just going for an in lap here, I believe. So yeah, once he puts the hypers or the ultras on, he should be a little bit faster, and maybe up there with the 2 Renaults of LR Surface and Jupithingi.
I'm not aware if we've got the tyre temperatures on or off. If they're off, then you should be able to do hyper to softs or even ultra to softs, whatever you really decide. If they are on, then it'll probably just be ultras to supers or softs. Sorry, there's no super. One of them races where there's a gap, isn't there? But yeah.
Well, it'll be much easier for the next game, next season when watching as well. Just be soft, medium, and hard. That's the proper way of doing it, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. Well, I like it, but there's no ice blue tyre anymore, and anyone who knows me knows I love them tyres, and yeah, so that's gonna be irritating me, but still, we'll get over it.
Yeah,
yeah,
well, I do find it fairly weird to have the hardest compound be called a super soft at some of the rounds,
Yeah. It did get a bit ridiculous, didn't it, with all the naming and everything. So I do agree.
Yeah.
Perfect to have the 3 colours, just, substitute the white for the blue. I wouldn't complain. But anyway, seeing
Yes.
CYP out there on a lap in his Haas on the hypers. Foreman Surface also out there on the hypers, so we'll be seeing how they all do. And yeah, this top 2, they're going to have a really good fight, I think, today. I think it's the first time I've seen them 2. I don't know if it was last week, I don't know if they were there last week, but certainly the first time I've seen them together this competitive in a while. So hopefully we can see them both have a good fight.
Yes, indeed. And in talks of the championship, Thorium, of course, leading with 220 points. LR Surface behind with 153. Oh, I'm sorry for the interruptions in the background. But yeah, it's not mathematically possible for the championship to be decided here, but certainly Surface can mathematically win, and it would be great if he could for this, for this league.
Yeah. But if it was to happen in the next few rounds, I guess it would leave the last few rounds to be a bit of a free-for-all, and I do prefer it to be like that, I guess. If you know the title's going to be won, I'd rather have it out of the way and just have it be a full-on free-for-all.
Oh, and look who's come to join me in the room. We've got Luther the Snoodle, that my dog's here, who you may have heard in the background of some of the rounds a few months ago.
Yes.
All good. Um, yeah, he's gone now, and I'm now locked in the room, but I don't care. But yes, I do prefer a championship decider. I think it makes it more exciting, more intense. You know, and you can even see the biggest names crack under pressure, and that really does, you know, heats up the atmosphere a little bit.
Well, I would agree with that, but like I say, I think you do sometimes also get the best races of a championship was finished as well. If you look at, say, real F1, I think the season ended really well when the championship was finished. It's just the gap is so big. I don't know what they'll do about that, but we'll see what they do today anyway. See if Surface is willing to fight all the way to the end for it, as Forium does actually crash on his lap into the wall, so maybe he's already starting to feel that pressure.
Well, he keeps going, of course. Doesn't appear to be too much damage to the car already. In fact, not on my screen anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. Still fastest driver on the track with a time of 1:34.2. That's 6 tenths, exactly 6 tenths faster than the winner of LR Surface. So, yeah, it still remains the Pink Panther versus the Minions.
I did see CYP. He got an invalid lap, but it was just 1/10 off Forium's best at the moment. So that says that he's got some pace for later on. So we'll keep an eye on that one. But yeah, Forium, does he improve on this lap? He may actually do so, and he does. He's the second clear now. So that crash didn't do him any harm. In fact, it just tells me he'll be able to go even quicker on his last run.
Yes, absolutely. Only one thing to look forward to, seeing if there's any split strategies between those two drivers of Thorium and Surface. And if so, of course, which would be the better one? I mean, Sebastian Vettel didn't have the better one, did he, in real life F1?
That's a crash there, sorry, for JB.
Right.
He's broke his front wing there. Pushing too hard on them softs. And he'll be looking to change that. Oh, he's out of the session.
Oh, there he goes again.
So we didn't want to complete another lap, I guess, then. Didn't want to continue. And, yeah, he's crashed.
I mean, yes, a bit of silly behaviour there from JB. Still 4 minutes left of the session. No need to do a ridiculous race quitting like that. But if he wants to miss out at the start at the back, then so be it. But he, of course, he can get the free tyre choice.
Or maybe he does feel that's just a better option. I don't. Judging by that, I don't know. Maybe he feels there's going to be a bit of chaos. It is one of them turn ones where you would see a lot of chaos. But, yeah, we'll see. R2 had just started that, but I think he may have just abandoned it quite soon after he started it. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1.
There's Evo, I think he's had a crash. Of course, with this game, you can't even have a look.
Yeah.
So I think Evo's just retired. He's just seen a message from him in our chat, and he says the game won't let him use the softs for some reason. Well, that's probably because you didn't allocate enough.
It's a bit awkward.
I don't know. No.
Could be another issue to add into the very, very long list of Cody's issues.
Yes, I mean, I haven't been playing this game much since, well, for months. I'm a busy man, and I've also, also got myself into a relationship, so got to keep her happy. She don't want me gaming all the time. She won't mind so much. But yes, I do enjoy commentating, and it is great to be back. So hopefully, this race can put a smile on my face. Not more so than much more so than the 47-hour-long Monaco Grand Prix that I said.
Yes. Well, we've got a Silver Star on a lap. We've got Speedster on a lap. We've got Surface and his teammate in the run. So we've got plenty of stuff happening. Forium is leaving it very late. He may be one of the last people to cross the line as he exits his pit garage right now to come onto the track. So he'll be starting his lap about 10 seconds to go in the session. So
very ambitious, eh? Best hope he don't come across a yellow flag on his way round.
Surface.
Also best hope he don't make a mistake on his way round.
Surface abandons his lap. So does Speedster, and they're both stopped at the same part of the track. So they're holding each other up there. So that's 2 people's laps that will have to do again. Chip Affinity appears to also have abandoned. And
Well,
yeah,
no, according to my screen, there wasn't out there.
it's not telling. It's not actually telling me that. Maybe that's what it is. It's not telling me whether it's a night lap or not. That's it.
Well, if you have the telemetry on, well, oh, sorry, the lap data, it should say.
Yeah, it's not saying it for me. Love it, game. Really do. Like, do yourself. Oh god, I'm not getting any timings either at this point.
Well, Silver Star has just gone into 3rd anyway on the ultra soft tyres, interestingly.
Yep.
So not a bad lap from him. He produces a. Let me just bring it up on mine. I forgot to say which one is he? Gap. What's that? A 1:35.0. I didn't expect it to take me 5 seconds to work that one out.
I think Mocking Weeks is about to finish his lap as R2, I think, was that. Finished his lap, went up to P5. And Mocking Weeks wants to break into that top 10, and I think he will with that time P7. And let's see then. Surface is on his final flying lap. Looks like Speedster is on there as well. Fingley as well. And does Forium make it in time? Does he want to make it in time? He does. And he's going to get there with 11 seconds. Yeah, close enough. Yeah. So he'll be last across the line anyway. I think Surface will be the first of the
interesting.
big guns, or actually it'll be Super Finney, won't it? So Super Finney will be the first of the big guns to cross the line. Look out for CYP and Will as well.
We had a yellow flag somewhere. I'm not sure who it was. I'm not sure if it was R2 1202. I'm not sure if it was that. But anyway, could be Mocking Week slowing down. He almost blocked Story in there at the end of the first DRS zone. Bit silly driving from there on the racing line. I'm sure there'll be a bit of Stewart's inquiry there about Mocking Weeks. But yes, we got LR Surface now just coming through the final sector out from all the stadium area. Here he goes now, so final 2 corners. Didn't hit the wall on that run towards it. Here he goes now, round the final corner, crosses the line. He stays P2 with a 1:34.2. He improved on his time by half a second, but it just wasn't enough.
Speedster up to 3rd. Forium still on a lap, and so is Will. They will be the only 2 guys left to finish their laps. So will Forium be able to improve? Will Will be able to put a shock performance on them ultras? A good thing to point out is actually that Speedster is on ultras. That's a phenomenal time on ultras.
Yes, absolutely. I think the next one to cross the line will indeed be Thorium.
He's given up on it. He's given up on it.
Oh, he has indeed, yes.
So Will.
It don't matter. Well, he's got it, but Will.
Look at that
LMC
full
Will.
commitment. Is it going to be a good enough time? Not for Paul, but it could be up there. P4. So we got the 2nd row then on the ultra soft tires. That is brilliant from them guys.
And in a Williams and a McLaren. The old days are coming back.
Yes, and the Ferraris are still nowhere, so... Oh dear.
Oh dear. I love how I said it at the same time.
The team's really gone downhill, hasn't it? Will they ever catch a break?
Probably not. But yes, it appears qualifying over, and it is indeed so. Your pole sitter for the Singapore Grand Prix is VP Thorium in the Force India. I'm not exactly surprised, but still, once again, a very good performance from the Pink Panther.
Yep. Miles clear, but I do think that Speedster will, if they were on the Hypers, would have had a chance actually of catching him. So, while it looks dominant, may not be as dominant as you think. But it certainly means we could have an interesting first stint, because some Hypers will go possibly up to 6 laps at the most before they're just unusable. The Ultras will do about double that, and it should just be sauce to the end from there, so we'll see which tires perform the best. But yeah, oh dear, that's not gone well. Looks like I'm back to solo again, and Mr. As Dawson has left me. Let me just invite him in back. Well, that's if he hasn't just died or something. You never know. He could be dead. But some people say that's a good thing. But what is wrong with me? Where is he? Let's try and find him. Last online a moment ago. Yeah, you don't say. Right, so it's dry. Surprise, surprise. Never rains here, does it? Unless it's in real F1, but this is no way realistic. And, yes, there are 8 of you here, so do feel free to say hi in the chat. I will be reading comments, so, please, I'm lonely now. You gotta help me out here, people. And, yeah, just gotta hope for the love of all that's holy that Ash Dawson does turn up again. Or we're gonna have to get Dave or something, I don't know. We'll find someone. Maybe not, I don't know. But, yeah. Ah, yes, something that I noticed. See the safety car there? You may have noticed at the end of the pit lane, the safety car was having a bit of a spasm. That happens. And Ash Dawson is back.
Yeah. I just disconnected. But I should be back. Come on. Hopefully it lets me back in.
So nobody on the hard compound tyres. Everyone from 11 down on the ultras. So it's as you were really with the tyres, and no one wanting them softs. Quickly go through the grid then. So it's Forium on pole from Surface, Speedster and Will. That's the first 2 rows, and like I said, it'll be very interesting to see how them guys fight at the start. Chitty Finney up in P5 with Silver Star, CYP and R2 as well. They're all on the ultras apart from Chitty Finney. So only you know, 4 Hypersoft runners in the field.
Right, I'm coming back in, guys.
Got a Skin Up in 9th, Mocking Weeks 10th, and then Evo's Rear Wheelman, Small Guy, Shumi, and JB rounding off the grid. So, is this going to be another win for him, or will he have some competition? I feel it will be the latter. He's running low on fuel for the start, by the way. You can see there, he's got his fuel light on already, so he's wanting to pull away at the start. But it will affect him later on, he will have to do some saving.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you very much anyway, Owen, for taking our lovely audience through the grid. I'm expecting a good fight once again between VP Thorium and, of course, LR Surface. Speedster, well, if he's got that good pace on the Ultras, who knows what he's going to have on the Supers when it comes to that. Later in, sorry, not the Supers, the Hypers later in the race. But yeah, it's going to be a fascinating one, isn't it? I would think.
Absolutely, yeah, because the tyre strategy is really interesting, and we've got people like Will who's just come out of the race. He knows the strategy, he knows what he'll be doing. I think he could do 25 laps on the softs, and then they promptly exploded actually across the line, or was it 30 laps, one or the other. I think it was 25 to 30 laps you can do before they explode. So he knows that. The rest may not though, so we'll see how they all handle it. But they're all lining up on the grid now. It is Forium on pole, and will he be able to convert it? I have a feeling that he will, but gonna be a little harder. Surface is nearest championship rival on the front row, but it has to be said he is a mile back, so it's gonna be a difficult task. But the lights are about to come on here in Singapore. We've got all 5 lights.
Go!
So it's a good start from Forium, as well as Speedster, surprisingly, on them Ultras, looking around the outside, not going to get it done. A slow start for Chitty Finney, and some yellows already. So I wonder if there's any contact at the back, or maybe someone not getting off the line. But it looks mostly clean. Chitty Finney had an incident there, and Evos and R2 coming together as well, right at the back. And yeah, JB didn't get off the line, so we've already lost 1 car in this race, and Will is looking at trying to get past Speeder down the straight. Not going to quite get it done on the outside, he'll just have to wait. And further back, CYP up into P5.
Yes, fantastic start there for CYP FIFA in the house. Hoping to pull away from that from the Sauber behind off Silver Star. We'll have to see how they battle. Of course, it is a 31 lap race, so quite a long race really. I'd say it's only a 50%. So we expect quite a few battles throughout, as long as they don't all go crash bang and into the walls. But yes, the best starter of the wall. In fact, well, in terms of position changes, that small guy. I'm not sure who it is it Felipe Massa? But yes, P9 currently in the Mercedes, after starting P13, unlucky for some. But he's right behind Skin Up 84, chasing him for 8th place. Mercedes versus Sauber there.
So Thorium's nearly got a second gap then, so when lap 3 comes around, he may not have to worry about that DRS. Speedster though, and Will, and really the rest of them are doing a decent job. They're keeping up with Surface. He's only been able to get 5/10, and that's on a better tyre, so do you think Surface will be under pressure when DRS comes into play? Because it just doesn't look like he's going to be able to pull away enough at the moment.
Well, not for the moment, no. I think Speedster will be right behind him. Just depends on the wear of these tyres, really, and how well they cope with the temperatures here. Of course, Singapore, very close to the equator, very hot and humid temperatures. So not only is it about the tyres, it's about the drivers and the engines on these cars. Of course, the McLaren works better in the hotter temperatures, but we'll have to see how well it copes here. Speedster, though, he's right on the back of LR Surface here. I'm not sure where Surface got his name from. Maybe he's a fan of the song Surfing Bird. But anyway, yep, LR Surface still remains in second place. Wanted to make this 5 wins in a row here this season. Well, of course, second would not do it. He has to win. But, of course, with his championship rival in front of him, he has to pull away from Speedster and not let the pressure of that McLaren get anywhere, you know, on his head.
So R2 then, he had to pit and start there, and that's quite unfortunate because Evo was the one that lost it. Evo was just sideways into the wall, and R2 just went into the back of him. So Evo got away with it, and R2 right down into last place, even behind JB, who did come back eventually. He DC'd but was able to rejoin, so he's running 14th. But the two of them really sort of out of contention, unless there's a safety car, which, as we already have discovered, is just not possible, is it? But a Speedster, he is so close. It just never comes out. I swear, the amount of times I've seen it not come out, for instance, where it just should. Oh my god, that is that is wide. That is really bad from Will there. I don't know how he hasn't died in the wall there, to be honest with you, but down to P6, he's not enjoying them tyres one bit. One person he is Speedster. He's absolutely all over the back of Surface, who loses it. It's gonna be P2. It is easy for Speedster to get by, and on the better tyres, you have to say, he may have a chance at catching the formidable Force India ahead of him. Can he do that before the pit stops arrive? And here is Silver Star getting by CYP, and they're still side by side. We've got Will losing places to Cheap Feeney as well in the background. They're all starting to fight hard here in the early laps, and yeah, Will really struggling, isn't he?
Yes, absolutely, and of course, when you ask the question, it's pretty much only rhetorical, but I will put an answer to it. Speedster, can he catch the formidable Force India, as you call it? I think he can by the time we get to the pit stops. Those ultra softs, I mean, look at the gap he's already pulled out on LR Surface. That McLaren is absolutely flying. He don't call himself the Speedster for nothing. He really does know how to drive. And once again, right behind Luke in tight battles here, going wide there again at the end of the Boulevard Straight, and behind him he's got Skinner and that small guy battling right behind him. He best hope they're not colliding and take him out at the same time. But Luke, yeah, let's see. Well, he's crashed. He's hit the wall. He's hit the wall there. Luckily, luckily he hasn't lost a place. He's sliding all over the place.
So the tyre temps must be on then, because in other leagues I've seen them turned off, but Will is certainly driving like they are crashing everywhere here, mocking wigs into the wall. They are all struggling with the tyre temps, and that's exactly what happens on this track. It's all going on here. And like I say, Will has just come out of a race where the tyre temps are off. He's going to have to learn this all over again. Oh dear.
And Chupa Thingy there, just a disaster. He had to wait for just a second for LR Surface to leave the pit, so both runners pitting at the same time.
Virtual safety car, by the way. That's why they're all so slow.
Safety car. Indeed. So, with the virtual safety car then, the pit stops have just been made at the right time.
So just to explain what happened there, basically the tyre temperatures on this track, they go through the roof after a couple of laps. That's just the way the track is. And Will, I know I keep bringing this up, but he was not prepared for that in any way, shape or form, because he came out of a race where they were specifically turned off, and you can see he was trying to push it. He would have been able to do that before, but certainly not this time. This VSC has sort of saved him a little bit because he can cool the tyres down, but they'll just overheat again the next lap. So what does he do? And what do the rest of the guys do to cope? Because Will is still all over the show. As the VSC is taken away, we're back to green flag racing. And looks like Silver Star is right on the back of CYP, trying to get himself onto the podium now, and Will exceeding track limits into the wall and getting a penalty just for bad, yeah, just to make it worse for him.
He's not out, but he's off the track.
Yeah, so next a 5-second penalty to take as well. His day has just gone from looking good to absolutely horrendous, and he's just sensibly into the okay, I thought he was trying to get out of the way, but no, he's just crashed again. Oh dear.
Oh dear. But
well,
yes,
that goes my
Thorium
praise, doesn't it?
Yes, anyway, back to the front. VP Thorium, he stays out, doesn't pit, neither does Beast, and seems no driver is pitting right now, so no chase at the top at the end of this lap after the virtual safety car, but LR Surface, he's currently got a gap of 24.7 seconds to VP Thorium, and yes, that no, I'm assuming from you there, Owen, was for Will, spinning just before the tunnel, and look at it, just everywhere, driving like an absolute idiot.
Oh no, he's got JB on him, he's got it. Oh no! Oh dear, oh dear.
Getting banned, that's just ridiculous.
Oh come on, Will. I was just saying to the people how good you were.
Yes.
Come on.
But no.
Well, that isn't those. Oh, the two Mercedes into each other now as well. And this is going to get pretty close as the Ferrari catches up as well of Evo's and into the wall.
Oh! That small guy in the wall.
These guys
got Evo right behind him as well.
Oh my god, look at this. They're really pushing each other through here. That is some proper racing there. JB just ahead, and look at that. Evo gets in between the two Mercedes. And that small guy just got to wait behind as JB now tries to hold up the Ferrari. And actually has to let him through. So Evo's has got through. Evo's just got through to both of them. And I reckon on them Ultras, JB is struggling with that overheating tyres.
Yes, the gap between VP Thorium and Speedster not changing at the moment. Still hanging around the 1.4, 1.5 second mark. But yes, these drivers are pulling away at the moment from CYP, who's under attack from the Sauber of Silver Star. And Silver Star now with the slipstream, got the DRS down the main straight into turn 1. Is he going to make a move under braking? I think he is to the inside, and he's got it. Don't think he quite cut the corner enough there to earn himself a penalty. Although Silver Star, he loses the back end coming out of turn 3, and now this is the Haas right on the back of him. Haas goes just to the wall, and Silver Star holds onto the position. God, I'm not used to this.
Nor am I. These guys are... They're trying to kill each other, aren't they? This is mad.
Well, that's the sort of thing that Will was doing.
Yeah. I don't think...
None
of them are prepared, it appears, for these tyre temps. And I think there's been another little set of incidents in the last sector, or is that sector 2 now as well? We're seeing yellow flags everywhere. But look at this. Thorium on the hypers. If everyone was struggling on Ultras... Look at him struggling on the hypers. He is absolutely losing buckets. He's now nearly out of DRS, or into DRS danger, as the Speedster does get that gap down to 9 tenths of a second. Surely that Force India is going to have to box. But will Speedster go with him? Let's find out. Or will he even get ahead before? Will he be able to even get past him before? He's now 6 tenths behind. I mean, it's going to be close.
Speedster's not going to want to lose much time behind Thorium, so... I mean, the sooner Thorium goes in, the better it is for Speedster.
And it is
better for Force India. And yes, there he goes indeed, so... Good call, Owen. And now Speedster, into the lead of this race he goes.
Do you know what? Thorium nearly missed the pits there as well. That could have been nasty, but he just about got away with it. And what is he going to go on through here? Oh, the Ultras! Oh, this is going to be interesting. I would have went to the sauce.
What about LR Surface? LR Surface is going to be ahead. I don't think so. Or he could actually. LR Surface coming down the main straight in the Renault. VP Thorium just coming towards the pit exit light, and that's the Renault in front. So LR Surface pitted just at the right time as the virtual safety car came out. And that has lost the net lead for VP Thorium. So
and Thorium as well. He's on the Ultras. They will overheat again. They will do exactly what the Hypers did. And you know what tyres won't do that? They're soft. So surely he's picked the wrong tyres. And surely we're looking at someone who may have just bottled the win. We know he can do his strategies.
Another win to Surface again.
I mean, we know how good he is. especially at a two-stop. But I just don't know if he can make it work here. He's gonna need a miracle.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
it's a miracle
Speedster.
worker, though. Some people like to say. So,
Yeah. But anyway, so Speedster at the front, 4.5 seconds ahead of Silver Star. But the gap, more importantly, from Speedster to LR Surface is that of 21.3 seconds. Now, of course, on different tyres. Speedster on 6-lap old, or 7-lap old even, ultra softs, and Surface on 3-lap old now, soft tyres.
these two Mercedes are going to go for it again. To get my halos at the ready. They were pretty aggressive last time.
Yes.
What are they going to do this time? They're already pretty close to each other out of turn 2 towards turn 3 and turn 4 and then turn 5. Who gets there is trying to go on the outside as a small guy. And oh! They're how close do you want to get, guys? Right through to somehow not that. Oh, they have hit. They did hit.
LR Surface is going to be in. LR Surface takes the net lead. I'm sorry to interrupt you there, but LR Surface has took the net lead from
These guys,
Speedster.
they are so close to dying. Oh, down the inside again. These guys are. This is dangerous. I mean, JB, the fighting spirit as well, just to keep ahead somehow. That's extraordinary.
It's bad news for Germany. The silver arrows keep clashing, and I wonder how many times Toto Wolff has banged his fist while watching this action.
How is that exceeding track limits? Let alone giving him a 5-second penalty. I wonder if that'll be removed there for that smaller guy, because I was on board with that. That wasn't too bad at all, to be honest with you. Don't really know what the game is all about there with that penalty decision. Meanwhile, remember this fight for the lead, there is still a thing. There's a second between the two of them. Not necessarily the most compelling fight, but they are still close. And they're on the ultras, which obviously have been in their overheating stage. They've gone out of... oh no. Oh, the two Mercedes, it comes together in the tunnel. In the tunnel. Safety car deployed. I should just shut up. Safety car never comes out, I said. Oh, look what's come out. And you know what? This helps Silver Star and CYP
If only
so
Speedster
much.
held on to his pit stop.
Silver Star somehow is going to end up in the lead of this race. He's going to floor it to the pits. He doesn't need to worry about the Delta. He'll get it. And Silver Star. Oh no. Silver Star. Ash has left us again. I got to invite him again. You're going to miss it. For God's sake, Ash. You pick your moments terribly. Right, come on. Quick. Thank you. Lovely. So, Surface. Oh, for God's sake. Surface would have been our net leader. I don't think he is anymore. Okay, he does. He just about gets there. Forum actually gets him as well. So they actually lost a lot of time there. More than I expected. Speedster may even get them as well. He does. Oh well. I mean, not quite as close as I expected, but still close. They'll be right up each other's rear ends and giggly. We don't have to worry about that one. But yeah, they're all pitting, they're all taking their opportunities here, and JB, I don't know if he stuck his teammate into the wall, oh my god, or if his teammates went on the inside and dive bombed. Track limits don't matter here, you can cut every corner in the track if you want in a safety car. But yeah, there's me saying, safety car never comes out here. Well, surprise, surprise, in a virtual, and then a full safety car. This is extraordinary stuff here in Singapore. The game seems to be working perfectly for once, which is very rare. One thing that isn't working is Ash's internet, and I don't think he's coming back anytime soon, although I have been wrong before. Maybe he will come back. But I don't know it to be a recurring issue for the race. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, this is an inspirational drive from JB here. Absolutely cutting every corner he possibly can. Look at that. Beautiful into the pits, sir. What a melon. Soft compound tyres underneath front wing. No surprise there for him. And yeah, luckily it won't cost him much since it's a safety car, but we may see a fastest lap ever around here. Oh, well no, he isn't stuck. Anyway, Ash, welcome back again.
I honestly thought the days of me disconnecting were over. This is unfair, man. Might just retire from commentating for good.
Huh. Ash retires live on stream. Now, get ready to watch as JB takes a brand new line round the Singapore track. We're right on board with it because we know he's going to cut all the corners. Nicely cut through there. And no DRS, but I'm sure if he had it, he would use it. And Martin will be braking about 100 metres later for this corner because he knows he can take the wider line. Or will he fancy a cut? Let's see. He fancies the cut. He hits the wall! Oh, he's broke his wing! Oh, dear.
I just missed that.
Oh, you pleb! Don't always get the wall again. Oh, this is not how you take this is not how this works, JB. This is not how this works.
And
let's see him cut
not
this
quite.
one. Oh, beautifully cut.
Hey.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Didn't hit the wall that time. Oh, it's crashed
nice
out.
Hey, karma.
Well, that'll extend the safety car by a little bit.
Yes.
Well, that was a lap around Singapore, if you're JB.
I'm sorry, guys. This is annoying me. It's playing disconnecting hassle nonsense.
So, it is still Surface then who leads this race from Forium, Speeds to Silverstar and CYP. Forium will have to pit again. Surface won't, nor will Speeds to Silverstar, CYP, or the rest of them apart from Shumi. You gotta say that Forium is in a bit of trouble now. He's got this safety car, which is the worst thing that could have happened to him.
Absolutely. But then he's not putting as much wear on his tyres as he was before.
Yeah, but he absolutely 100% has to pit again. There's absolutely no way he's getting him to the end. He will literally be... There'll be no rubber left.
Yeah, I guess the temperatures going right down don't help.
They just do not last long enough. They'll last, what, 15 laps at the most, and then that'll be them. No, one thing that does happen on this game sometimes is that people like to crash into each other during a safety car, especially when it's coming in, which it's doing now, because the whole track, well, the whole field will sort of close up to each other, and that can sometimes cause some chaos. So guys, have some common sense and don't crash into each other.
Well, as JB's out, and
well, yeah.
says Will, then I reckon, yeah, we
The
should
team
be
was
just fine.
The most dangerous people on the grid are gone, and we're only left with the good guys. So yeah, LR Service, he's become the safety car now, so he gets to hold the pack up a little bit. And as you can see, the safety car hasn't come into the pitch yet, so he can't go. And yeah, you will see though from the onboard, you will see that safety car, that Mercedes, pull up into the pit lane. And Surface doesn't need to really do any holding up. He hasn't done that at all until the final corner.
What is he
oh,
doing?
well, that is one way to pull away, but it didn't work. It did not work because you got Forium all over him. Down towards turn one. Did he get it done? This has not worked out at all. As Forium gets ahead, and Surface's tactic hasn't quite worked out. Now, what's really crucial is if a Speedster, if he gets down the inside, that could well be the lead. Oh, there's contact!
I think. Well, he's going to have the slipstream here. No DRS as yet, even though it did say enabled on our screen. But he's now got the slipstream, rounding that kink there of turn 6.
Oh, they've hit!
There's contact with the Renault, and that's LR.
They're all crashing!
And he loses 2 places as well. CYP and Silverstar, and that's LR Surface from 1st down to 5th on the safety car restart, all within, well, nearly all within sector 1.
Total chaos. He decided to hold the pack up at the final corner, but he just went too late, didn't he? Forium knew exactly what he was doing, and so did the rest of the field. Surface's tactic failed spectacularly, and it's Forium back into the lead, but it will not be for long. He 100% had to pit again, and Speedster 100% doesn't have to pit again, unless he makes a mistake. And the guys behind as well. We could be seeing CYP and Silverstar all going for this soon. These 3, the McLaren, the Haas and the Cyber, who could have expected them 3 cars to be in a fight for the win? But it's gonna happen.
So a little bit of smoke coming out the back of the Haas there of CYP. I'm hoping it's nothing major. But yeah, we'll see. Of course, we expect VP Thorham to pull out a gap early on here after the safety car restart. How big can he make that gap before taking the pit stop?
Of course.
I reckon he'll take it to about 5 seconds, but that's it.
I mean, just because Surface lost out them places, of course, doesn't necessarily mean he's out of it. It just means he's got a big disadvantage. So I was a bit kind of right, but you can't fully do that. Same with R2, but same with most of them actually, to be honest with you. There's a lot more that's going to happen. It's only
You've got the two Ferrari battle here. Sorry to interrupt you there, Owen. Down the straight again through the kink, right turn, and that's Evo past Schumi there. Didn't put up much of a fight. They were both battling the Red Bull of R2. But yeah, that's Evo ahead of his teammate up into 7th place. Back to you, Owen.
Skin Up was trying it on Real Willman. It sort of cost him a bit. He's got Chip Finney and Mockingbirds behind. But this is the point I was making earlier. There's a lot that's going to happen yet. All the action we've seen so far, it's only happened in the space of 12 laps. We're only just a third into this race. We've got a long way to go to try and see what's going to happen next.
Absolutely. I'm sure there's a lot still left. Yes, I think what we have to watch the most now, well, of course, we've got to see if Surface can make a comeback, which at the moment it's not going well. He's struggling really to stay close to Silverstar and CYP. So, disaster really for the Renault, but also we've got to see how far ahead VP Thorian can pull a gap off before making his pit stop. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit tired. I'm also off on my holidays tomorrow, so yeah, got to get up early too.
So that small guy has left the session. Schumi gets a penalty, and he'll probably be into the pits as well pretty soon. But a Silverstar DRS is fully enabled this time round, and we will see if Silverstar can get himself ahead. He did just get a penalty there on the worst corner on the track for warnings. It's a joke to get a warning there, but it does happen. And any chance for Silverstar to get by? Not this time round. Further back though, we've got quite a train being built up behind Schumi, which is absolutely no surprise whatsoever, because he's got 12 lap old Ultra Sauce, and he's absolutely sliding around like it's no one's business. He's absolutely snaking around the track, but somehow he's still driving better than JB managed.
Yep, absolutely. This just reminds me of the trolley train in the inaugural Singapore Grand Prix back in 2008.
Yes. Skin Up. Does he look on the outside? His contact. He lost his front wing. He lost the left-hand side. He'll have to pit. He'll have to pit with that, possibly.
No,
Does
I
he get?
think he will. It was only a little bit.
Yeah, but still, around this track, you don't want to be losing anything.
True.
And yeah,
I think JB and LMC lost their race without any dignity.
yes, but the Schumi train is seriously, yeah, really a bit of a mess. Look at this in the tunnel side by side. I mean, Schumi must be going around a good 10 seconds of that slower than for him. There's no way. Look at that! Look at that!
Oh,
Drifting through and into the pits.
Yeah, goodbye Schumi. That's you off camera now for a good while.
So, Skin Up.
The gap at the front, 4 seconds.
Skin Up is under pressure now. It's not the Skin Up train. But what about the CYP train? Can you call it that? Not quite yet. But it could be soon.
Yeah, maybe so. Oh, dear.
Here comes Rear Wheelman. On DRS doesn't go for it. He will have seen that front wing come off, of course, with Skin Up, so he'll have known that something's wrong. But will he know when to pass? And Evos is actually... Evos is falling into the clutches of these guys, actually. He's struggling a bit as well on 4 lap older tyres compared to most of that group. And are we going to see an Evos train now?
Yes, and here it is.
Chugga chugga Evo. I think he's missing his front wing as well on the left. So that could be why he's struggling. I'm trying to get a better view of it, but the camera was refusing to show me. Let's see, down the straight. Is there any damage? Possibly. I mean, he's certainly slow. Extremely slow. And he's got a lot of traffic behind him now, and it truly is a train now.
Yeah, absolutely. Goes Ferrari works same to Ferrari customer.
Oh, that's nearly into the wall. Look, oh, he's Skin Up's pushed it too hard. He's into the wall. I don't know if there's any further damage done. But will Evo's pit or will he? Oh dear, the actually is staying out. He's staying out, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking at a pretty crazy train. It's already starting to move. But I'm gonna have to cut off this, I think, in a second, because we've got to see Silver Star on the DRS. He's got a real chance now. Can he get by on CYP for P2? The net P2. Does he get there? No, not quite at the moment. Not gonna get there. So let's go back to the train then, as they are absolutely nose to tail down Free Raffles Boulevard. And does he get ahead still, Evos? Will he be able to defend it for a wee bit longer? Yes, he will. Oh no. At this rate, Shumi's going to be catching him, and he's 30 seconds off. And trust me, that can close quickly. Not quite as quickly as I'd be expecting. Oh no! Is that the whole wing gone, or just a section? I think Evo's just smashed into the wall again.
Section, I think.
Oh, that's Narnia.
Oh, well, that's
Narnia.
Evo out.
Narnia. Oh dear.
What you on about, Narnia? What are you talking about?
Well, that's where he's just went. Front wing is gone, and that train has come to an end. Basically, not quite the same way, but it has ended with damage, which is the same way as the last one ended. So, nice one, Ferrari. You're now last.
Gap up to nearly 6 seconds now. Of course, need to make another pit stop. Speedster just doing a fine job out there. He's keeping a good gap to CYP behind, so still fairly comfortable where he is, Speedster. But all he has to do is just make sure he stays well within the pit window of VP Thorium, and then he'll win. But also look after his tyres, because that's also very important.
A lot of people cutting the last corner, and Skinup is off to Narnia, as is Mocking Weeks, and we're looking side by side. Rear Wheelman down the inside of Skinup, up to P7. And let's quickly see Silver Star, just not close enough once again. And CYP, he's doing a great defensive job here, but it is just letting Speedster get away, isn't it? He's just in a, he's on his own, put it simply.
Yes, absolutely. Just got to see now. Well, how well these guys can fight and who will get the podium.
So, Schumi is ahead of his teammate. Oh, that doesn't really mean much. They are last, unfortunately, the two Ferraris, and they are... Oh my god, Schumi in the wall. Okay, let's not be too soon here. He has just hit the wall, but... Oh my god, he's going to hit it again. Oh, Jesus. Schumi, calm it. It's like he's not braking. It's like he's just lifting for the corners. It's really weird. He's not fully putting the brakes on. It's like he's running all assists or something. It's like he's just turned assists off for the first time. It's really weird.
Who?
Schumi. Oh, Silver Star passed there. Oh dear, CYP must have made a mistake.
Oh,
so
yeah.
up
You
into
don't expect that there, do you?
yeah. So a net P2 then for Silver Star. It looks like Fitty has just got by Skinner. And Mocking Weeks will be looking to do the same in a few moments' time. Before him,
yes,
nearly 7 clear.
Yes, almost 7 seconds up, as you're saying there, Owen. What lap then do you think Thorium will pit? I'd say about 23.
I think more sort of 19-20 sort of window. I don't see him going as far as that on the ultras without them exploding, to be brutally honest with you. They do go quickly on this track. Once they hit the cliff, they just fall completely off, and then they do blow up soon afterwards. It'd be great to see him go as far as that, because it would mean he could put another set on. I don't know, he should be able to actually put another set on, but it's just about if he's good at saving the tires. It's going to be tight to see what he does with the pits. But yeah, I guess only time will tell what he's deciding to do.
Yes, that's one thing we've just got to wait for. Meanwhile, Schumi has passed Mocking Weeks. Mocking Weeks, very slow actually, coming out of turn 3 there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's just come out of the pits.
Ah, that's right then.
And now straight onto the DRS. Can he get straight back past Schumi? I'd be a bit careful into the braking zone. Yeah. Schumi's a bit dodgy, and he's nearly gone straight into the back of Mocking Weeks, and he really does need to be careful because Schumi does a really odd braking style, to be honest with you. No, it is though. It is really weird. I don't know what it is.
Look at LR Surface though, just disaster for him. He's just nowhere near CYP, not even within a second.
Yeah,
well,
he's
2 seconds out. He's given up, it seems, hasn't he?
Well, he's still got 14 laps, including the one we're on, so not fully out of contention yet. As Mocking Weeks goes past Shoemate, and just get up, follow him through. He should do, and oh, that's gonna be tight into there, side by side into the chicane, and he does get through because Shoemate doesn't know how to brake, and yeah, movement a lot easier.
Yes, indeed. So when Thorian pits, you're expected to come out actually around, you know, 6th position, so behind Surface. But would he catch Surface before the end? I think he could do.
Ultras are extremely quick towards the end of a race. I think he can. I think he can catch him. He could even have a chance at the win, even still, if he pits again. Just so the gap is.
Safety car, yes.
Well, the gap is pulling out now. A new set of Ultras actually is. It is extremely quick, and we are about to see how quick they are now. Because into the pits then comes for him. So I said lap 19. Yes. You said lap 23. We're both completely wrong. It was lap 18. So he's expecting another
change to 19 then.
Well, still, I'm not gonna claim the victory on that one.
Okay.
So he's gonna come out in P6, we think. It should be P6.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
P6.
it will be. So for him, he's got quite a challenge. Will he be able to, 1, beat his main championship rival, but 2, win this race? It's 17 seconds away, which, well, 19 seconds. It seems like a lot, and it is, but
it is indeed.
This is the fastest guy in the league, and he is a genius. He is extremely quick, especially on a 2-stop. I will not rule him out until the checker flag comes out.
I don't want to rule him out. I think we're in for a cracking finish, don't you, Owen?
Oh yeah, we've got 13 laps to go here, and I think it's all up in the air about who's going to win this race. We've got Cheaper Finney, by the way, getting past on rear wheelman down the Raffles Boulevard, but still sticking it on the inside. Is rear wheelman and nearly having contact. Just about got away with it though.
Good move there by Chupa Thingy. Of course, Chupa Thingy actually one of the current longest serving drivers in SLR right now, along with Mocking Weeks as well and Evo. So yeah, very impressive from these guys.
So Speedster leads this race. He's about to come round to lead his first lap, officially in the genuine lead of this race. Something we should be very happy about, I'm sure. And it's a McLaren on top at the moment. I don't think we've seen a McLaren victory this season. This could be the first time tonight we see it. And how good is that? Alonso wins a race tonight, and a McLaren wins as well. Maybe it was all meant to be.
I didn't watch any of the Daytona 24 hours actually.
Oh, it's a cracker of a race, honestly.
Year,
it's a cracker this
year.
year.
It was, yeah.
Wet race.
I mean, I was
always going to be a good race.
I was at my girlfriend's last night, so I didn't watch any of it there. But so I was watching Fast and Furious.
Today's portion was really good. The wet weather stuff was brilliant. I think it finished. Surely it must have been an F1 1, 2, 3. At least it was when I last left it. I think it was Alonso, Nasser, Rossi was the top 3, but yeah.
All right. I like Nasser.
Yeah, he did bottle the win though. He did just go off to Narnia, I think, in turn 1 and lose it.
Or one of his co-drivers.
Nah, it was Nasser. He bottled it. Alonso got by because of that. Oh, and Ebos has bottled it as well. Let's see, that must be into the tunnel. Or on the exit, maybe? Or somewhere else, maybe on the entry. Somewhere else I didn't quite see his car.
Well, we're never going to know, are we? So.
No, of course we aren't, because this game doesn't see a retired car. Because, of course, every time a car retires in real F1, we never see it, right? Oh.
Yes.
Could you imagine that if we never saw Vettel's car in Germany? That would have been something, wouldn't it? Safety car comes out. Safety car comes out for no reason. Huh. Wonder how that would happen.
Well, oh yes, and where's he gone?
Where's he gone? We can't see him. Real life doesn't let us. Cody's get it sorted. So for him, he makes his first move of the day.
Life ghosting.
Yes. Makes his first move on the new stint. Let's just see his gap to the leaders. He's already closed it by 3 seconds to the lead. Oh my god. This kid's got pace.
And bear in mind, Speedster will be completely unaware of this until Thorium makes it to third.
He'll be looking at his track map. He'll be seeing that pink dot coming closer and closer and closer. He'll be feeling this pressure soon.
Well, that's if he has the track map on full rather than just his area. You know, the rotating one.
I don't have it on that one. I don't know why anyone would, especially in a league race. It's just not useful.
No, it's not, is it? Not at all. But yes, I'd like to think he has it on the full one. Helps, doesn't it? And then you also know how close back markers are, if there is any.
Yeah.
Which this one there will be, and that will, well, probably.
Oh, into the wall for him. Did he damage his car? He certainly hit the wall quite hard. It would be on the right-hand side if there is damage.
I don't see any damage. I don't see any. He's pushing a bit too hard, isn't he?
Well, he needs to, doesn't he? He's got 10 laps still, but he wants to be catching early.
Quick but careful. You'll be quick but careful. That's the thing. You know, you don't want to let the back end slide out too much. Just only a little bit of slip would do, but not too much.
So, Surface, he's actually starting to catch up again, CYP. So there could be a chance at the podium still for him. I still can't believe he lost that many places on the safety car restart though. That safety car restart has cost him the win today. Because I think if he didn't have that issue on the safety car restart, he would have been fine to pull away.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, well, all Surface needs to do is just hold it back slower.
Just,
you know?
Yeah, he went at such a predictable time. I think that's the issue. Anyone could have saw that coming.
He went and then slowed again.
Well, he didn't necessarily go. I think he was at the game's speed limit, sort of forced him to go at that speed, and then it released, and then he slowed down again. I don't think it's really his fault, more the game's. But anyway, people read it, they knew he was going to do it, and he was called out. Yellows. And they're gone again.
I reckon it was just someone going wide, you know, at the last corner.
Yeah, you never know really with this game. Never really likes to tell you. Most of the time a yellow flag comes out for no reason. Oh, no, okay, there is a reason. It's blocking Wicks into the wall and out of the race. And I think that's a race quit because there was no damage and it's a virtual safety car once again here in Singapore. And if this race couldn't get long enough, we could end up actually looking at an hour-long race at this rate.
Oops.
Because that's
really?
Yeah, well, your average race around here on an F1 game is about 53 minutes. From the races I've been in this week anyway.
Also, this will halt Thorium's comeback for the moment.
Absolutely,
but at least it gives him the opportunity to just take a breather, doesn't it?
Well, he's actually lost time to Speedster, and that's last lap. So I wonder if he actually did damage his car. It's hard to tell because obviously the way the way the halo is on my camera, you can't actually see the right hand side of the front wing, so there's no real way of telling.
I just got a good shot of his car coming around the last two corners, and also down the pit straight, and it looks just fine. Just the front wing, doesn't look to be any problem. His car looks perfectly fine. So,
well, it was a good restart from him. He's gained 2 seconds, hasn't he? Flipping hell. 14 seconds in the gap.
He was in a perfect place. He was on acceleration out of turn 3. So, yeah, instant power.
So Speedster, he still is pretty comfortably, but it looks like it was a good start for Surface as well, and CYP has rather shoved him off to Narnia there. That was a bit mean. And
Owen, do you like Narnia then?
I mean, not notice. That's like my catchphrase.
Yeah, I'm assuming you've seen the film.
No, I genuinely actually haven't, but it's just funny. Honestly, it's just funny to say, oh, he's off to Narnia again.
Okay.
Anyway, with these two fighting and hitting each other off the track, that means Thorium's going to be catching. He can see them now. He can see his target. He can see a podium. And he can, most importantly, see his championship rival being held up. Which is exactly what he wanted. Well, he wanted to win, but he's not going to get that at the moment. But there's plenty of time for that to happen. And,
what Thorium will want will be to get the win or a second place, and hope LR Surface stays in 5th.
you know, one thing to point out here as well, just because we sort of have to, Shumi is inevitably going to be lapped in the next few laps, and that could pose a little bit of an issue for these guys, because it is going to happen. He is so slow that it's going to happen. Cause,
why is he even in T1 then?
I don't know, he's just struggling, it appears out there. Maybe he's not able to cope with the tire temps or something, but he's
probably not.
struggling. Anyway, here we go, DRS again. Can Surface get by? Will he shove CYP off this time round, or is he just not going to get closer?
No, he's not. Not close enough.
No matter, he's still got a while to do it, and for him is closed just a second in the last lap, sorry, just casually. He's there now, just 11.9 seconds off the lead. So I'd say second place is possible. Win, it's a stretch.
Big ask, isn't it? 7 laps to go.
But once again, this is a magician. This is, yeah, the fastest guy in the tier. So I wouldn't rule him out of it.
Well, we'll just have to see them, won't we?
Yeah, only time will tell. And that is quite a long time for this race. You may say, oh, there's only going to be 7 laps left. That's going to take nearly 15 minutes on this track. So that's a long time. So, yeah.
Well,
hold on to your hats. This could get interesting, because for him is into
hats.
DRS. He is closed 2 seconds on this lap. He is now right in this fight for the podium.
Yes, he certainly is. 3P Thorium closing up to the very back of LR Surface, a site which he never thought he would have to see after qualifying and taking pole position and also pulling away from that Renault, but things will change when the first safety car came out and Surface timed his pit stop to perfection. In fact, with a virtual safety car it was.
Oh, it's going to be so easy.
Here we go, it's 3P Thorium, straight past with the DRS, and he's passed before we even hit the braking zone. Very good move there from Thorium. Next target, CYP.
So, he dispatches his main championship rival.
Yep.
I mean, we say championship rival. He really isn't a championship rival in any way, shape or form. But, yeah.
He's a follower.
There is Shumi being overtaken, and it actually caused a yellow, so I wonder if he was just a bit slow. But yeah, Shumi a lap down, and still really, really slow.
Quite annoying how we've only got 10 cars left, isn't it?
Yeah, he's somewhere going to get a point out of this. Or maybe he'll go so slow that he'll go. Yeah, or maybe he'll just go so slow that he can't hit the 90% and has to get no points. But that would take quite a miracle for that to. Well, not a miracle, but quite a disaster. Let's say miracle.
A blue moon.
Yeah. Well, all
Eight of those left.
All it needs to do is look up to the sky, and you'll see that unfortunately there is no blue moon. There isn't even a moon apparently in this game. Maybe they just haven't coded that in. Maybe they just forgot that.
I forgot the existence of the moonlight.
Yeah, well, they probably forgot it existed, to be fair. Wouldn't surprise me.
Do you ever see the sun in this game as well?
Yeah, you probably do.
Right,
Once again, though, it wouldn't surprise me if you if you couldn't.
Well, if you couldn't, you could start singing a song. You could say, "Don't blame it on the sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight." You sing that where you crash or how you crash.
Well, here we go. Here comes Thorium. It is down the inside.
Oh,
doesn't get by.
No, maybe not. Maybe not.
He's going to be forced into the wall. Oh my god, that was nearly out of the race there. But Thorium is going to need to be a bit more careful than that. Oh no, is that Shumi?
It is.
That is Shumi. That is 1 lap later. He's lost 10 seconds. He is losing.
How?
He is 10 seconds a lap. Oh my god, of the leaders. And he's
Well, at
costing
least these guys got through without an issue. You know, it's straight pass. So he's done all right there. Shumi as a back marker to let them out, to let them all through.
Just to put this into perspective, right? I don't want to hit on people, but Thorium's fastest lap, or let's just go the fastest lap. No, actually, that may not have been legal, but it was JB22. That could well have been the lap where he just cut all the corners, so we will ignore that.
It was.
For him, his fastest lap is a 38.1. Shumi's is a 43.4.
Oh god.
Oh
But
god,
also, look,
indeed.
worth noting, Thorium's 38.1, Speedster 39.2, LR Surface 39.6.
Well, you would
Thorium
expect, you'd
really
expect
up
that.
the pace.
You'd expect
Well, I
that
guess you
for
would,
his
yeah.
tires. You would expect that, but Shumi really, I don't know what's going on there. But I mean, even off qualifying, Shumi's nearly 10 seconds off the pole time, and here comes for him for P3. He gets that one nice and easily. He's got 5 laps now to try and catch and get himself into second. The win may well be gone. I think he's not going to catch 12 seconds that quickly.
Yeah, so driver of the day, you know, I'd say give it to Speedster at the moment. Would you?
Well, let's just quickly see the position change as well. I mean, Speedster, well, he's had the right strategy, hasn't he, the whole race. Safety car did help massively. I don't think, well, help. If there was no safety car, for him would have won the race, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe so.
But you just can't give it to for him though, still, because he's not actually going to win. So yeah, I would agree with you. I would give it to Speedster.
Yeah, just for the excellent time management and timings. Well, yeah, the timings and the time management, plus the pace as well. You know, his pace at the start was also good.
Yeah.
So yes, Speedster, we declare you driver of the day for the Singapore Grand Prix of F1 2018 SLR T1 Season 4.
Watch him crash now.
Oh dear. Hear that, everyone? Oh, he wants to crash.
Well, no, I'm just saying, you know, commentator's curse. We've seen it work beautifully today so far with the whole safety car debacle.
Tobacco. I hope you don't smoke, you naughty little boy.
No.
No, me neither. It's silly.
I mean, I'm only 16. Really wouldn't be a good time to start.
I know. Anyway, let's not discuss that. Let's discuss this amazing race.
Yes, it's sort of flown by, surprisingly, for being the longest race of the season.
Well,
already on lap 28.
Monaco was 47 minutes. So, this one...
Did you keep saying... You kept saying it was 47 hours, didn't you?
Yeah. First time was by accident, obviously.
Yeah.
47 minutes. This one, I reckon, will be about 50 minutes.
Oh no, this could well be an hour-long race. It wouldn't surprise me if this is hit an hour, or at least close to it. I'd say at least 55 minutes. To be honest with you, just since we've had 3 safety car periods, 1 proper safety car and 2 virtuals. 4 gets a penalty. CIP also got 1. So I don't know if Surface has any, but if he does, he may actually jump his championship quote-unquote rival. But that's if for him doesn't get down the road, which he is doing. Shumi gets a penalty, and surprisingly, I think that may actually be his first.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, Speedster gets as well. They're all starting to happen now, aren't they?
Just looking at this, I don't think Thorium will even take second. To be honest.
No, it's not happening.
No.
I don't think. Not what
His
a penalty.
tyres have also gone now.
Yeah,
No,
10 laps. I mean, we saw that's when he started to go last time. That's when he started to lose time. So, I mean, Surface could actually get the second place, but that's if his tyres don't absolutely go exploding. Which is possible, especially with all the battling he's had to be doing, and he could be doing some more soon.
Well, indeed. No, I think it will be. Sorry. I think it will be Speedster, Silver, and Thorium.
So, let's actually watch Speedster, because we haven't really actually had much of a chance to watch him today. But he is in the lead of this race. He is going to be giving McLaren a victory at the moment. And, yeah, like I say, with Alonso winning Daytona today, I think it is quite fitting that we see a McLaren, Fernando Alonso's McLaren specifically, always hit the wall. Okay, let's not celebrate this just yet, but I mean, it would be great. But he did just hit the wall.
Well, just got 2 laps to go now, so...
Oh, he's hit the wall again. Okay,
well,
seriously, mate, count it.
no, he hasn't.
Oh, my game is hitting the walls anyway.
reason on mine. It's absolutely fine.
Yellows. I'm sort of expecting to see a Ferrari. Oh, it's not. It's a cyber Ferrari off a skin up.
Oh dear.
Apologies to Shumi. I really should just bash him too much. He's just having a bad day, I guess.
Maybe she doesn't care.
I don't know.
Shumi, we wish you all the best in your week off and preparation for the next race, which is it's Japan, I believe, isn't it?
Sochi. And I'm not going to be there for that one,
Oh, yeah,
and
Sochi.
nor are you, so I have no idea what
No.
we're going to do for commentary. I don't know if Dave is still in the league. It's a bit of a grey area.
We Dave, the man from Liverpool.
Yeah, him, who left, I think, twice. But, I don't know.
I was meant to be here for Monza last week, but one of my colleagues at work wasn't very well, and I said yes, I'll happily cover his Sunday shift. Best be helpful. Plus earning myself a bit more money.
Yeah, but I hope you better got extra pay for that.
I did get paid for it, and
Good stuff.
I think he's recovered well now. I think he's just returned to work again today. So.
The extra money can go towards buying F1 2019 when it comes out.
No, I don't know. It's going towards actually. It's
Oh!
actually going towards a car.
That's a big issue there for Silverstar. 5 seconds stop go penalty. Question 1. What for? And question 2. Is that going to get for him second place?
I reckon it is.
Just
Sorry,
depends.
he's only 1.6 behind him.
Well, I think at this rate it'll only be 4 tenths ahead as it finishes. Is Silverstar here just bustling that second place? And what about Surface as well? He's still trying to get by CYP. I don't see that happening.
No,
but,
he's not going to get him. I think it's been a disaster, hasn't it, for LR Surface? And I reckon I've cursed his winning streak, haven't I?
Yeah, a little bit. Apologies.
No. Oh look, you're yawning as well.
Yeah, listen, it's the last lap. Give us it. It's night time.
Yes, it is. Need to go to bed. I've got to be on a train tomorrow to London for half past 8 in the morning.
Jesus Christ, that sounds
I
like
know,
fun.
and I know, and then I've got to hit the underground, and I've got another train to go to Southend-on-Sea in Essex. Lovely place. When it's sunny, but it probably won't be.
So, Speedster, he is nearly there. He has just got one more sector to go. He is 10.4 seconds clear, 10.6 now. Or 10.5, well, whatever. It'll probably be 10.6 by the end anyway. But he is absolutely flying. He's had a great race today. And he's gonna win this race from McLaren. And once again, as I said, it's quite fitting that he wins in Alonso's. Yes, well, not for me, luckily.
I've just turned it off. Well, I've turned off this telemetry on my screen, so...
So, here he goes. Just 2 more turns to go. Speedster rounds the last few. He's going to take the victory here at the Singapore Grand Prix. The fireworks go off for the McLaren driver. He takes victory. But who will be second? Silverstar coming to the line. Does he get it? Or will it be Thorium? Thorium does get it.
Thorium makes it.
Silverstar had millions of penalties, it appears. And CYP even beats Silverstar, and then Surface beats them all. Surface goes to third place.
Surface third.
So,
well, look who it is.
Here comes R2 through the last turn now.
R2's got a penalty on that last lap, so hey, passing Silverstar. Nope.
And here's Chupafini. As the fireworks are lighting up the track now. It's blue fireworks. This
lovely colours, aren't they? Yeah, I was gonna say blue. Looks lovely.
Yes, it is a bit laggy though, unfortunately, because this game doesn't know how to handle fireworks apparently. And Real Woman's going to get some orange ones as he comes up to the final corner. It's a nice selection of them, and as he comes to the line, he is our last finisher in P8.
But yeah, we declare driver of the day then at the very end, Speedster. Great job, Speedster. Well done. It's the first time I've ever seen you race, and I'm very impressed. And I think that's also his first of this season. So. Well done.
Yeah,
first
very
of the season for him and also for McLaren.
Very good drive.
Well done.
Very good drive. Now, the crucial bit. How long was the race? We were all sort of thinking about this one. I said it could be up towards an hour.
52. 52 minutes.
54. So I was closest. Haha, you lose. Lol. because I said
Is,
50.
is that what it says?
Well, it says. Oh, shut up! Listen, I said 55. I was only just over 30 seconds off it. All we needed was another virtual safety car, and it would have been there.
Well, I was watching the podium, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You said 54. Well done.
Yeah. Well, I said
Yeah,
55.
so
But, yeah, close
that's
enough.
yeah, so 54 hours and 23 minutes and 738 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, well, that's it then. So, an American win, then a British second place, and a Greek takes third. And then a Finnish driver takes fourth, with a Swiss finishing fifth. So 5 different nationalities in the top 5. Amazing, right?
Yes. Also got some
And only 3
Italians.
colours for all the flags.
Got some Italian in there. We got a bit of Australian. Plenty.
G'day.
G'day,
I'm
mate.
talking of Australia. We're
Even
talking of
though it's
Australia.
nighttime.
It's the Bathurst 12 hour next week, so yeah.
Lovely. Anyway,
Right, well,
that is us then. And
thanks for watching, everyone.
yeah, we will not see you next week, but I imagine someone else will. So yeah, bye bye, safe travels,
Safe travel.
and yeah, cheers.